Hello? I hope this is working. Here is, hi, Jarek, hi, Bree, hi, Ella, hi, Mike, hello. We are going to set up our screen here and start with some worship, and we're just going to worship for the first, 10, 15 minutes or so, just so that people can join the chat. I will say the biggest thing that we're running into right now is we're doing simultaneous live whatevers. Videos. So we're doing Instagram live right now and we're doing YouTube live right now. So the Instagram live, it seems to be working. The YouTube live, the problem is that I can't get you're looking at the screen and the words are all backwards. So if you know how to fix that, can you just comment or something? Because I don't know. I literally don't know how to fix that. So if not, if we can't fix it, I don't know. I'll just read what we're doing for tonight. But if you do know how to fix that, let me know. Or this is your chance to practice your backwards reading. Like what? Come on. Like if you could come back from quarantine and learn how to read backwards, I feel like you'd be ahead of everybody else. Jarek said they're not backwards. For real? Wait, can someone else? Not that I don't believe Jarek.
Words are fine.
Oh my gosh. That's the Lord, people. That's because what I'm seeing is not, it's backwards. Okay, then everybody over here and everybody's sitting on two different sides of the room. Instagram people, you're over here. YouTube people, you're right here. So we're going to start with some worship. So I hope that you can see what's happening, and please just comment and see, and we'll just see who's with us tonight. All right, so here we go. All right. I hope that you guys have been doing really swell in your time, probably at home. And listen, as we're worshiping here again, just to give time for people to join us tonight, feel free to I don't know, it might be weird to sing in your home, but who cares? No one's there but you and probably your family. So if you're going to do something out of your comfort zone, you're in your comfortable place. So who cares? All right. So we are going to do 3 songs tonight. First one's brand spanking new for this time. I don't think we've ever done this one before. So you can, again, sing along once you get it. It repeats itself like a ton. So yeah. Okay, there we go. You've prepared for me in the presence of my enemies. Put your body and your blood you shed for me. This is how I fight my battles. Alright, we're gonna sing that again so you know it. There's a table that you've prepared for me in the presence of my enemies. Put your body and your blood you shed for me. This is how I fight my battles. I believe you overcome, and I will lift my song of praise for all you've done. Here's the part that repeats. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how. All right, we're going to do that one again later. Okay, so remember those words. Second verse. In the valley, I know you're hearing me. Surely your goodness and your mercy follow me. So my weapons are praise and thanksgiving. This is how I fight my battles. I believe you overcome, and I will lift my song of praise for all you've done. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This
This is how, oh, this is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how, oh, this is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how I fight my battles. This is how. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. It may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. Hey, if you have to remember like 2 statements through all of this nonsense that we're going through right now, this song has it. You know, like, it may look like I'm surrounded, but I'm surrounded by you. Don't forget that now. That's for real. That's legit. And talking about like this is how I fight my battles. We praise, we give thanksgiving, we go to the Lord. That's how we do it, man. That's how you do it right. Okay, moving on. Now you should, maybe if you tuned into worship this morning, you would have heard this song. If not, I don't know if we've done it before at youth group or not, but we'll give it a shot. And easy to pick up, I think. So should have some fun with it. You've overcome this world with love. Made my fight your own. I lift my eyes through fear inside and sing out into the night. 'Cause even when the world caves, even when the fight goes, forever you're a savior in your grace. With all that I have, with all that I am, Lord. With all that I have, with all that I am, Lord. I'll stare down the waves, 'cause you own the tide. Still my soul will know. You wait for me on waters wide. Your faith walks above the storm. 'Cause even when the world caves, even when the fight goes, even when the wars wage, take heart. 'Cause under your great ever Savior, I'll sing your praise. With all that I have, with all that I am, Lord. With all that I have, with all that I am, Lord. And I won't let the storm weather my heart. Won't let the darkness beat me down. Sing in the night, my hope alive in you. Now I walk through the fire and not be burned. Break in the fire, watch it turn. Jesus, tonight I give it all to you. Let's do that again. And I won't let the storm weather my heart. Won't let the darkness beat me down. Sing in the night, my hope alive in you. Oh, and I walk through the fire and not be burned. Break in the fire, the storm weather my heart. Won't let the darkness beat me down. Sing in the night my hope alive in you. Now walk through the fire and not be burned. Pray in the fire and watch it turn. Jesus, tonight I give it all to you. Amen. We're going to do one more tonight. And again, if you tuned into the worship this morning, this might sound a little bit familiar. Heaven's thunder and the world was born. Life begins and ends in the dust you form. Faith commanded and the mountains move. Fear is losing ground to our hope in you. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, it shall be done. Freedom conquered, all our chains undone. Sin defeated, Jesus is overcome. Mercy triumphs when the third day dawns. Darkness was denied, the storm was gone. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. That again. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Nothing shall be impossible. Your kingdom reigns unstoppable. We'll shout your praise forevermore. Jesus, our God, unstoppable. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. One more time. Unstoppable God, let your glory go on and on. Impossible things in your name, they shall be done. Hey God, we just thank you so much for coming tonight. Man, you're here. You were here before we started. You know, you're going to be here after it's over. Thank you so much for just being in our midst, no matter where we are and no matter when it is. God, I just pray tonight that we could just have some fun together in a different way. And just thank you so much for just being hope and just being good. Lord, we know that you are in our midst anytime. So I just pray that we would just open our hearts and minds to just see you and experience you. That's in your name we pray. Amen. All right. So hopefully everybody is like signed in who's going to be on each of these. So if not, here's what we're going to do. What I would like to have happen is a little bit of a competition to start our game night tonight. Okay, so this is your first competition. Your first competition is that everybody, and this is for a fabulous prize. Everybody who's with us tonight, I don't care if you're like a child or a teenager, a youth, if you are a young adult or an adult or
I don't know. That's pretty much all the categories I feel like that
Senior.
you could be. That's an adult,
Okay.
a senior, a seasoned one among us, whatever that means. If you can comment, if you put a comment in the thing, does Instagram do that?
Mhm.
Okay, great. If you put a comment in the thing, then what's going to happen is we're going to write your name down. All you have to put is your name. Okay, we just have to know your name. So we'll put your name on a slip of paper, and we're going to put those pieces of paper in a bowl. It's more like a pitcher. Doesn't matter. But we're going to put those pieces of paper in that, and then we're going to draw a name out. And what's going to happen is you could win a free St. Paul t-shirt, which is pretty great. They're pretty nice. Like, it's a pretty nice t-shirt. So, and this fabulous prize is valued at like, I don't know how much, $10 maybe. Are they 10? Something like that.
10.
So it's a pretty amazing value. So if you put your name in there, Ashley's helping me out in writing down people's names as they sign in.
Question: do parents count?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So this is any age. And this is a cool way for us too, just to know who's with us tonight. I think that's awesome. I would love to know who the heck I'm talking to. Not a bad idea. So that is what we're doing as our next contest there. So get yourself signed in. And while you're doing that, and while Ashley is frantically writing your names down from the comments, it's kind of funny to watch. I wish you could see it, but that's okay. The next thing that I wanted to go over, so this is our normal youth group time, right? So right now is the time all the youth who are watching and listening are going to be like, oh my gosh, it's that time again. But it is that time again. We're going to go over our framework. Our framework is like right there, but I'm not going to risk moving anything. So I put it on the screen. But right now, okay, if you can tell me, actually, this would be kind of interesting. Can anybody type in what our vision is? The vision of St. Paul Youth Ministry. Okay, I'll wait a second. If you can't, I'm gonna be only a little sad, but it's okay. Does anyone know what the vision of St. Paul Youth Ministry is?
I got something from Paula here.
What'd she say?
Dig deep.
Boom! Paula Goodhart?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, yes, dig deep. Okay, awesome. It is. The vision of St. Paul Youth Ministry is to dig deep. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of them or ask you to go through all of them because I feel like it'd take forever. But our mission, so everything that we want to happen in the youth ministry has to fall in line with one of these acronym phrases. Okay, so our acronym is VOICE. Everything we do, every penny we spend, anything that we have going on, we want that to either be venture into God's word and or might fit into multiple categories. All prayers and praise, impact neighbors, connect with believers, express Christ to non-believers. Every single thing that we do, it has to point back to one of those things. And core values. Listen, maybe you've forgotten in your week of quarantine these core values, but so let me tell you them. You are valuable. You are incredibly valuable. You are loved and you are accepted. I'm talking to you, okay? That's our core values of what we're about here at this youth ministry. And actually, that's just the truth. So it just kind of makes sense. Okay, and our key verse in the youth ministry is Luke 6:48. And the verse is, if you work the words into your life, Sammy, what words are you the words of scripture, people. If you work the words into your life, you're like a smart carpenter who dug deep, laid the foundation of his house on bedrock, and when the river burst its banks and crashed against the house, nothing could shake it. It was built to last. And this is the part where I cue someone wearing our youth group t-shirt. So no one's here. So I don't, if you don't have a youth group t-shirt, Maybe you should become a teenager and get one. Okay, so that's basically, or ask one of the teens to like see their shirt. All right, so that's that. Okay, other stuff that I want to draw your attention to. Oh, Jeff.
Lakeland has pointed out.
Lakeland. Oh, Jeff or Paul.
What's
I don't
the
know. I feel like
monkey's
it's a
name?
dispute. Thank you, Lakeland. Okay, so YouTube people, here it is. Is the t-shirt. Look, Jesus is the cornerstone. You guys see that? It's built to last. Instagram people, do you see this? Lakeland, thank you so much. That's really great. Okay, I'm gonna sit him down. Okay, I lied. There is someone in our midst other than the Lord. Okay, so other stuff that we have coming up this week. There's a ton of ways that you guys can keep in touch with St. Paul, that we can engage with each other throughout the week, because what the heck else are you going to do? So here is some ways that you can do that. We are on Facebook. It's called St. Paul UMC Chambersburg. So that's like our Facebook page. It's a public page. So you can, you join it. Okay, so you join that. And we have 3 different Facebook Live experiences throughout the week that are coming up. So Monday, which is tomorrow, Monday at 1 p.m., our children's director, Cindy Bowen, is going to come on and just do a Facebook Live. I called these things Want Some Mo, but it was like M-O-H. I was trying to, something catchy. Okay. And then the M-O-H is like messages of hope. So like you want some mo? Messages of hope. Okay. This, what's interesting is the sound of silence that I'm hearing right now after I say a joke is the same, whether you're here or not. So that oddly is comforting. Okay, anyways, so for Monday, the Want Some Mo is Cindy Bowen at 1:00. She'll be on Facebook Live. Then Wednesday at 11:30 a.m., Pastor John will be doing the Want Some Mo. And then on Friday, it's me. I'll be doing the Want Some Mo. And so you can check that out. And I think it's going to be cool. Just like brief, nothing like too long, but just like brief, literally messages of hope. Like what I feel like we need this right now. So check that out. Other stuff that we have that you can check out as well. We are on, obviously, those of you who are on Instagram with us right now, you already know this. So if you're not already on Instagram, might be worth it. Who knows? So you could follow us on Instagram. We are saint.paul.church. So you can check that out and follow us on there. There's going to be some cool posts from us throughout the week on that. So you can see that throughout the week. Also, guys, this next one, you inspired me. I got a TikTok, and I don't even know what this means for my life yet. I don't think, but I did it. I got it. And so it's happening. So if you have TikTok, I'll be doing things there. I'll probably call half of you to try to figure out how to do it. But anyways, so if I tried to send this to everybody, but there's a tick code. These words coming out of my mouth sound ridiculous. Okay, but there's a tick code. So you probably know what to do with that. I don't, but I hopefully I sent it to you. If you need it, put a comment or shoot me a text or something like that. And I'm sure you know what to do with that. But the name, did I even put a name, or do you just do the tick code?
It is St. Paul Church.
St. Paul Church is the TikTok thing. So okay, I'll try. I'm gonna try it tomorrow. I need to sleep on it before I dive into this part of my life. So that is TikTok. So please be on the lookout for that this week. And also subscribe to this is for YouTube people, you've already done it. So you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and join us on Sunday morning for worship. So we had worship on there this morning, and we'll have it there next week as well. So you can subscribe to that. We are St. Paul UMC Chambersburg for the YouTube channel, so you can check that out and worship with us. Okay, now I think that it's important to at least have a brief COVID-19 Youth Ministry update. That was really official though, right? That was okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you something. And I want you to, you can only blink 3 times throughout this video. So it's like a 90-second video. So what do you get? 30 seconds. Okay, so you can only blink 3 times throughout this entire video. And I'll try to narrate as it's continuing. Hand washing 101. An introductory guide. Wow, your hands are disgusting. Cesspools of disease and filth. Let's get them clean. Wet your hands with clean running water, warm or cold. Actually, it should be warm. And then turn off the tap. Lather your hands by rubbing them together with the soap. Interlace your fingers and make sure you rub in the soap thoroughly. You should spend around 20 seconds washing your hands. For reference, you can sing happy birthday twice at the top of your lungs when you do it. It's essential that you sing as loud as possible. Don't question it, you just do it. Then you rinse your hands thoroughly. Not today, germs. Aggressively dry your hands. Then turn off the faucet. I thought we already did that. Repeat the process because you touched the faucet. And then use hand sanitizer after human interaction. And if someone is coughing near you, stare uncomfortably at them until they leave. And if you need to cough, make sure you cough into your elbow, and then you'll prevent the spread of germs and you'll look really cool. It's a win-win. Okay, I really hope you could only blink like 3 times during that. I'd actually be interested to see if that was even possible. I made up that number. Actually, well, I tried to do it. I was going to say don't blink at all, but then I tried it. And it hurt. So I thought I'd make it 3 blinks. Okay. Next thing. Oh my gosh. Next thing is our first game of the night. Our first game of the night is called 3-Year-Old Pictionary. Okay. So here's what's going to happen for this particular
Sorry. Paul and Brian said they only blinked 3 times.
They did?
Yeah.
Nice job, guys. It's really great. Okay. Jen Smith just wrote, Lily was sitting here holding her eyes open. Okay. That's really swell. Don't hurt yourself, but I'm glad you did that. Okay. The first game for tonight is 3-Year-Old Pictionary. Now, here's what's going to happen. You're going to see images on the screen that were drawn by a 3-year-old with sidewalk chalk. I really hope you can make them out. It's going to be rough if you can't make them out. But they were drawn by a 3-year-old with sidewalk chalk, and the 3-year-old was given directions of what to draw, and they were to illustrate their interpretation of what they were told to draw, okay? So you're going to have multiple choice options to guess what the drawing is to represent, okay? And here's what I want you to do, like keep track somehow, because I'm curious as to how many you get wrong or right. It's an honor system, people, so be honorable. But I want you to keep track of how many you get right and wrong, and then we'll comment at the end to see how it goes. Okay. Also, Smith's, Becky blinked 7 times in the first 10 seconds. It's okay. It's okay.
Paula says, way to go, Lily.
Okay, nice. Did you hear that, Lily? Paula says, way to go. All right, here we go. Here's your first one. So keep track of how many you get right or wrong. All right, here's your first one. Can you make that out? It's over here, the picture. I don't know if you can make it out or not. But your options are, is it a vampire, an angry cow, or Calathus, Sunrider, Master of the Burning Legion? Those are your options. Do you think they can see it on through that?
Instagram definitely can.
This one, yeah? No? Should I move it closer? Yeah, okay. There's a glare. Okay, Ella says there's a glare.
Wait, what?
What if I move it? How do I, is there a way to turn down the brightness on here?
No.
Okay, okay. Wait, hang on. What if I
Okay, this is. There, yeah.
Oh, right
yeah.
there, right there.
Okay, don't move.
All right, I won't. Okay. Wait, but the Instagram folks can see it?
Instagram can see it still. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So a vampire, an angry cow, or Kalathas Sun. What did I say? Sunstrider, Master of the Burning Legion. Okay. All right, here's the next one. Oh, no, wait. I'll give you the answer to this one and then we'll move on. Are you ready? It's a vampire.
Oh.
That 3-year-old.
Oh, George got it. Oh, so did Lakeland.
Oh, nice job, guys. That's a vampire. Okay. Hopefully you could see that. Wait, Jen said turn it towards you. Turn the computer towards me.
Here, I'll hold this. You do what you gotta do.
Okay. Ooh, that looks really good right there.
Great.
I think that's good right there.
Can you check the Instagram people to make
In the way.
Okay, let me switch sides.
Hang on.
Let me switch sides. Okay, is that
All
better?
right. Yeah, perfect.
Okay, great.
All right. Okay, next one. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is it A, a crow looking for trash to eat? B, a T-Rex with abnormal stick-like growths on his snout? Or C, a yawning deer? So please write down or remember or something your guess. And the answer, my friends, that's a crow looking for trash to eat. Okay, make sure that you wrote down if you got that correct or not. Okay, here's the third one. I hope I'm not going too fast. Take a look at it. Is that A, a zombie rabbit, B, a happy bat, or C, when your child says, "This is you, Daddy"? Cast your votes. Actually, on this one on Instagram, I feel like there's different guesses. Okay, here's the answer. It is B, a happy bat. Please note the smile. Okay. Next one. Here we go. There is your photo. Is that A, a 3-horned goat? B, Grondark, Lizard King of the North? Or C, a dancing gecko? The answer, my friends, is C, a dancing gecko. He's mid-jig. Can you see the I hope you can see the dancing. Oh, George is actually doing really good, I think. Okay, all right, next one. Next one is.
Oh.
Okay, is that A, a friendly centipede? B, a superhero cat fighting bad guys? Or C, the coronavirus strain? Can you, hopefully you guys can see it on Instagram well enough there. The answer is B, a superhero cat fighting bad guys. And then the comment on there is that if it's a cat, are all those things sticking out of it its arms or like fur? I'm not sure, but that's art. art. Okay, next question. I hope you're keeping track, everybody. I'm serious. Okay, next one. Is that a pterodactyl. B, a dragon who's also a fireman. C, a rabbit relaxing in a hammock. And the answer is B, a dragon who's also a fireman. There's nothing else that I have to really say to that. Okay, next one. There's your photo or your drawing. Is that A, some sort of quail? B, a T-Rex named Scott? Or C, just a plain old duck? Are you trying not to laugh?
That's really loud.
And the answer is C. It's just a duck. It's just a plain old duck. I don't understand what the thing on the top is. That his hair?
It's his ear.
The thing on the top?
Yeah. And the other two lumps are its beak.
No, this is its ear.
Yeah.
Are you?
And its beak.
I get that. You heard that's like on the internet now that you said that was its ear. I don't think that's its ear. Okay, anyways, all right.
It's a hat, Ella says.
I thought it was like a little curly cute, like a tuft of hair.
Yeah, 3-year-old thought of that.
All right, whatever. Okay, continuing. There is your next one. Is that thing there A, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle drinking a smoothie? B, mommy drinking her coffee? Or C, Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 3? Okay. The answer is C. It's Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 3. Duh, you guys. I don't know why you wouldn't have gotten that. Okay, next one. Is that A, the sun blasting rays of death on unsuspecting beachgoers? B, a creepy octopus giving a hug? Or C, Spider-Man? And the answer is A, the sun blasting rays of death on unsuspecting beachgoers. You guys, I just imagine telling the 3-year-old that they need to draw that. I think that conversation was more crazy. Okay, next one. Is that A, a king holding hands with his best friend who's a bee? Or is it B, an alien taking a guy to be probed? Or C, a huge fly whacking a man with a fly swatter? And the answer... Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, okay. And the answer is... It's B, an alien taking a guy to be probed. There you have it. Next is... This is the last one. Okay. Is that A, President Donald Trump? B, a Yeti singing opera? Or C, Batman with beard? There you have it. And the answer is it's Batman with a beard, like a little goatee type thing. Okay, now listen. Out of the, I think there was 11. Let me make sure. Out of those, yep, 11. I want to know how many you got correct, please. Out of 11, how many you got correct? Please comment so that we can see your results.
Is the Instagram feed still frozen? If you could answer that.
Is it frozen?
Oh no, it's not.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so far I'm seeing 6, 4, 6 so far is what's to beat. What do you got?
2 and 3.
Okay. Anybody else? Ooh, Lily, nice job. 5 to. Thank you, Chandis.
Oh, I got 4.
Chandis doesn't seem to be pleased with her results,
How many did you get? 2.
but that's okay.
Brian got
All right, Bree got 7.
3. Bree!
Okay. 3. Becky got 6. Not bad at all. Okay. Not bad at all. All right, 7. I feel like is our top number. Do you have any above 7?
Mm-mm.
Okay, Brianna Kratz, you have just one 3-year-old Pictionary. I don't really know if that's what is that. I don't know if that's something to be proud of necessarily, but I'm proud of you, and I think that that's really, really, really great. Okay, all right. The next game is definitely the one I'm most excited about, for sure, hands down. I'm so excited about this game. Jarek just said he got 7. I feel like there's a conspiracy.
Delayed.
I think that might be a conspiracy. Okay, but sure. 7 for Jarek. I'm just kidding. Way to go, Jarek. Okay, the next game is, again, you'll have to look at pictures on the screen, and you're going to try to name what is before you. So this next game is called chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin. Okay, now let me explain. Do you need to change that at all? Or anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, hey, YouTube folks, make sure you comment if you can't see something clearly. But all right, this is called chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin. You guys, there is nothing worse than seeing a plate of cookies in the distance, and then you get really excited for a chocolate chip cookie encounter, and then you realize that they're oatmeal raisin. Like, are you kidding me? Come on. You know, like these imposters have been the cause for heartache and disappointment for years. And in this game, you are going to be challenged to tell the difference between a chocolate chip cookie or an oatmeal raisin cookie. All right. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm so excited. You have to keep track again of how many. There's 10 different questions between these two cookies that we're going to address, and you have to keep track of how many you get correct out of the 10 questions. And again, honor system, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so here is what I want you to do. Now it's supposed to be blurry. All right, so if it looks blurry, that's fine. You have to try to figure out, is that a chocolate chip cookie or an oatmeal raisin cookie? Okay. All right. Are we ready? I don't want to move too fast. You think we're good? Okay, I just saw Caitlin say oatmeal raisin. And Aiden. Oh, everybody's saying oatmeal raisin.
Jen
Right?
says chocolate chip.
Okay, we have a chocolate chip among us. The answer is oatmeal raisin, people. Nice job. Okay, all right. Next one. Here we go. Check it.
I think there's a semi-layer on this. Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay. This is number 2. You think they're ready on YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. The answer is for number 2, that is a chocolate chip cookie. All right. Number 3. Ooh, a whole plate. Would this be another terrible disappointment? Or would it be a victory? And the answer, my friends, it would be a victory. Those are chocolate chip cookies. Okay, all right. I think we're on number 4. Here we go. Somebody says you're making me hungry.
Jarek says raisin.
Aiden's 2 for 3. Okay, Here we go. The answer is oatmeal raisin.
Decent.
I actually thought.
The bigger blobs. I thought they were.
Yeah, that one kind of throws you. Okay, here's the next one. In the carton. Now, if you've been there, if you've purchased and you thought, man, these are carton of chocolate chip cookies, like you didn't read the label, man, how terrible.
Mm-hmm. Jarek says chocolate chip.
All right. I think. Oh, I feel like Brian just wrote chick, and I think he might have meant either chip or chalk.
Probably chip.
Yeah. Okay. The answer is oatmeal raisin. Boom. I knew that blew some minds. Okay, now the next couple questions are going to be like facts about these 2 types of cookies, all right? Which has more calories? Chocolate chip cookies or oatmeal raisin cookies? Which has more calories?
Ella says this is rigged, so.
This is Ella, this is not rigged. This is not rigged. Okay, which has more calories? The answer is it's a chocolate chip, guys. They're chocolate chip cookies. Okay, next question is that was a freebie. Which has more sodium? Chocolate chip or oatmeal raisin? Lakeland says oatmeal maybe. I'm seeing a lot of oatmeal raisin. The answer is oatmeal raisin indeed, my friends. Oatmeal raisin indeed. All right. Another picture for you. Is that oatmeal raisin or chocolate chip? So you're looking at literally like the inside of the cookie at the front, at the forefront. Okay. The answer is chocolate chip. Wasn't that the one you got wrong?
Yeah, the only one I got wrong.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sore subject.
Okay, now the next one, I'll just put the question up there and then I'll tell you what I'm looking for. The question is, what % of Americans say chocolate chip is their favorite cookie? And I think it's unfair to say, hey, get this percentage like right on the dot. So if you're within 5%, I'm going to be impressed. So comment, if you will, what you believe, what % of Americans say chocolate chip is their favorite, okay? Caitlin says 65%.
Ella says 77.
Okay, fair enough. 75%. I have.
Mike says 85. Jen says 80. Okay, this says I gotta set it down. Chan says 86.
Lakeland said 95%.
Dang, Lakeland. That's confidence.
That is confidence.
Bree says 67.
Okay. Okay.
And Lily says 50.
Okay. All right.
Braden says 75.
The answer is 53%. I feel like Lily.
Lily!
I feel like it's Lily.
It is Lily.
53%
It's definitely Lily.
Is the answer. No, Lily Smith. I'll buy you a chocolate chip cookie once they're all sanitized and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Becky said 100%.
Well, that would have been my vote, Becky. But okay, Lily, awesome job. I'm very impressed. And finally, no, this was the one. This was the one that's the kicker.
Not the last. Maybe.
That's your final one. Is that oatmeal raisin or is it chocolate chip? I think some people just joined us. So right now you're trying to identify if that is a chocolate chip cookie or an oatmeal raisin cookie. Okay, the answer is oatmeal raisin.
Paul and Brian got it.
That's a tough one. I feel like that one was really hard. Okay, that's the last one, guys. So that is out of 10 questions. So you're supposed to keep track of how many you got right, how many you got wrong for oatmeal raisin versus chocolate chip. So comment in if you will. I'd love to see who got how many right for this competition. The winner of our first competition was Jarek and Bree for our 3-year-old Pictionary.
I got 6.
Okay.
Ella got 6 also.
Okay.
Mike and Ella so far.
I'm writing the winners on the
Kate
board.
Mulkin, 8.
Oh, Kate. All right.
Caitlin.
Oh, is it Kate?
Sorry,
or Caitlin?
it's Caitlin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
sorry. George got 0. Great job, George.
George, you don't know your cookies here, bud.
Bree got 7. Lily and Jen got 4.
All right. Okay.
5, 3, 5. Okay.
Are we beating Caitlin yet?
We're not beating Caitlin.
Caitlin, I feel like Caitlin might have just sealed a victory.
Brian says he got 15. Which
Okay, anybody else? Anybody else out there?
is impossible.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Caitlin Mulkin. Caitlin, applause.
Go, Caitlin.
Caitlin Mulkin. Okay, so I'm writing down the winners to this. I don't really know what I'll do with this information, but there might be something that I might do with it. So that's why I'm writing down the winners. All right, now the next one. Nice job, everybody. Good, great. 60. Oh, that's the percentages. All right, okay. Next one is kind of like a survival type game. This is so you want to move to a tropical island paradise where there's literally no one else for 1,000 miles. Yikes. So what we're going to do is in this game, obviously that you read the title, you're given tasks and you have to make decisions that you and only you have to make. So you can't, obviously you're alone. So you have to make these decisions to survive. So keep track of how many questions you get right and wrong, same deal. And there's 10 total. All right. So honor system, 10 total. And we'll see at the end who actually could survive on a tropical island paradise. Okay, so here's like a sample question. This isn't like a for realsies, just a sample. So like true or false, coconut milk is the same as coconut water. That's false. Don't ever believe it. It's not true. Okay, so here we go. Here's like a for realsy question. Which of these is not a real fire starting method? A, Coke can and a chocolate bar. B, rubbing two sticks. C, batteries and steel wool. D, striking rocks together. Which one of these is not a real fire starting method? The answer is D, striking rocks together. Yeah, good luck with that. If you try that. Okay, next question. Which of these should you not eat raw? I think that this could vary from person to person depending on their digestion, but we're just going like overall.
This means like poison or something.
Okay. And the answer, are you ready for this? It's potatoes. Like eating raw potatoes gives gastrointestinal discomfort. Yikes. I feel like you could eat raw potatoes, but it said that you couldn't.
Are those ones that come in the cans cooked already, you think?
They're soft. So I feel like you have a shot. Okay. Next one. Jarek said oysters. Wait, Jarek, no. Aren't they oysters at the Chinese buffet? Maybe they're not raw. I don't know. Again, talking to myself. Okay, here we go. Next one is which of these should be your first priority? A, build a shelter. B, find a water source. C, build a fire. D, find food. I feel like this isn't a tropical paradise. I feel like it's like a tropical nightmare or something. Okay. The answer of what your first priority should be. B, find a water source. You've got like 3 days. Maybe not even. Without water? How long?
I think you can survive 3 days without water.
Maybe it's like, I did read that somewhere. Yeah, I thought it was like a week or something. I don't know. Okay, B, find a water source is your top priority, friends. Next question. Which of these is not a real type of lava? A. Ah. B. Honu. C. Pillow. D. Pahoho. Okay. I'm not. I don't know. Actually, Ella said you can go 14 days without water.
Oh.
Okay, the answer to which of these is not a real type of lava is B. Honu. Honu is Hawaiian for turtle. So, not lava. Okay. Do you think I'm going too fast? Do you think I'm good?
No, I think you're fine.
All right. Next question. Which of these tropical fruits grows on a tree? The answer, the options. A, pineapple. B, kiwi. C, banana. D, passion fruit. It's kind of a trick question, I'll tell you that. Which of these tropical fruits grows on a tree? And the answer is What do you say?
Pineapple.
D. Passion fruit. But wait, you sputter, outraged. Bananas grow on trees, you might say. Wrong. They're technically, this is why I told you it was a trick question. They're technically large plants, specifically classified as an arborescent tree-like perennial herb. So that was kind of, I feel okay about it only because I told you it was going to be a trick question. So I'll be able to sleep tonight only because I told you that. All right. Next question is, what does SPF stand for? A, suggested protection factor. B, sun protection factor. C, sun prohibitive feature. Or D, solar protection factor. And the answer is that might be Chandis. Somebody said this is like nursing school exams. The answer is B, sun protection factor. Lather up, people. This is serious. You guys really should wear sunscreen. Okay, that's all. That's
Public service announcement.
Yes.
Wear sunscreen.
I just feel like it's worth saying. You really should. All right. Next, wait. I have to tell you something about the sunscreen thing. When I was in high school, it was hotter than blue blazes. It was so hot, and I remember I put a bikini on, and I went out and I laid out for all day. Did you put sunscreen on? I didn't. I didn't put sunscreen on. I was like, no, man, I gotta really, this is summer. I gotta really take it in. And then as more and more people started to ask me multiple times, I would just reply, it's summer. And I just would reply that over and over again. And then it came to a point, I was so burnt that maybe some of you have experienced this. I had those bubbles on my skin, like those like boils. Like I don't even what
The blisters.
blisters. Yes, thank you. No,
Boils.
I couldn't think of what they were called. I had those blisters all over my skin, and it hurt so bad. It was unbelievable. And I remember I was taking like cold showers, because it like hurt so bad. And my brothers were such really hard to be around sometimes. And here's one example. When you flush the toilet, upstairs in the upstairs bathroom at our house, the water temperature would go to like the opposite of whatever it was. So if somebody was in the shower, like, hey, don't flush the toilet because it'll get cold because they're taking a hot shower. So I was taking a cold shower, and then I suddenly hear the toilet keeps flushing. Obviously, folks, that made the shower water hot onto my boils, onto my blisters, and it was my brother, just continuously flush. Okay, all that to say, you should wear sunscreen. Okay, moving on. Next question. Here we go. The next question is, which of these terms means the right front of your yacht? A, port stern. B, port bow. C, starboard bow. Or D, starboard stern. All of you that are nautical folks might know this. The answer is C.
Oh, Lakeland got it right.
Nice job, Lakeland. Starboard bow. Ahoy, mateys.
You added the mateys.
I wish I would have added mateys on the PowerPoint, but I didn't. Okay. Starboard bow is the answer. Somebody just said, I'm feeling confident I will not survive this island. Okay, next question. What does SCUBA stand for? A. First of all, SCUBA, who knew that that was an acronym? Oh, okay, Ashley did. Never mind. All right, A. Submersible compressed underwater breathing airway. It's a mouthful. B. Submerged controlled underwater breathing apparatus. C. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Or D. Some crazy underwater beach activity. What does SCUBA stand for? Yeah. Go ahead. The answer is C. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. It could be Davubi, Darth Vader underwater breathing imitator, but it's not. And that's okay. Okay. Next tropical island question is, which of these starfish facts is not true? Is not true. A, they have no brain. B, their average lifespan is 35 years. C, they can regenerate their limbs. Or D, they can survive in fresh water. So all of these but one is true. Which one is not true? And the answer is D.
Ooh.
D. They can survive in fresh water.
Linda Strickler got that one right.
Nice job, Linda, for the win. Linda Strickler. They can survive in fresh water. That's not true. They'd be salty boys. Not true. All right, here's the next one. The next one is, which of these facts about Tahiti is not true? I'm sure everybody knows a ton about Tahiti. It's on our minds a lot. So, Tahiti is the only place you can find black pearls. B, the letter B doesn't exist in the Tahitian language. C, the word tattoo originated in Tahiti. D, the word Tahiti means turtle's bosom. Which of these facts are not true? 3 of those are true. 1 of them is not. Pick out the one that is not true. I know we're all rooting, at least, that D is true, but we'll find out in a second. But the answer is D. The word Tahiti means turtle's bosom. Gosh, I wish that were true. Some scholars believe that Tahiti comes from a word meaning distant, which makes sense because it's literally a 49-hour flight on TripAdvisor, which is crazy. But then there's a layover. But that aside, it doesn't mean turtle's bosom. But that would have been really nice. Okay. Put your comments in, if you will. That's all of them. That's all the questions for would you want to move, or so you want to move to a tropical island paradise. So put your comments in for how many out of those 10 that you got correct. And we'll wait a little bit here to hear from you.
Lakeland got 4.
Ooh, all right. 4 is what's to beat, my friends. I'm keeping track of winners on the board.
Selena, you tried your hardest, friend. She got 2.
Ooh, nice job. Ella got 7.
Ooh, Ella.
Yeah, I think Ella might be in the lead. Yeah, I think it's Ella. 7, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ella Bull. I would want to be with you on an island, apparently. Well, I guess I can't because you're alone, and that's the point. But if for some reason, we weren't, Ella Bull, boom, island goer. Okay, now this next one is a little bit different. Okay, and I also, in creating this little activity, don't know if it's going to work because, as you all from youth group know, I'd say the games that I create for us work out probably 71% of the time. Maybe that's being too generous. I don't know. So I created the game. So let's just all bear in mind that it might not work. But we're gonna try it anyway, and we'll see Solon TV show of some sort. Actually, I've watched this. This is where they literally go and with a realtor and they try to find. Okay, that's not what we're doing, but I did steal the title because that's how I came up with this. Here are the rules of the game. Okay, number 1, I am going to say a household item. Number 2, you must find this item in your house, take a picture of you with the item, and text it to me. Perhaps you're saying, Sammy, I don't have your phone number. Look, right there it is. And that phone number is going to be on every single slide. So it'll be there like constantly, all right, in case you miss it right now. So you have to find the item in your house, take a picture of you with the item, and text it to me. And the first person who texts the correct item with themselves in the picture also to me wins that round. Okay? So I'm ready. I'm ready right now. And so I'm just going to pay attention to who sends me the first text with the item as well as the person in the picture. Okay? All right. Are we ready? Okay, I really hope this works. Here is your first item. Fork.
Look at that screen.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And they can see the font.
Uh-huh.
Okay. now it is a waiting game. Sorry, YouTube. Brie Kratz is the winner of the first round. Okay, first round. Thank you, Brian, for that as well. All right, now keep track of this. Remember what happens. Okay. Bree said, I'm literally in my kitchen. Well, now, Paula, I got your picture. Did you steal that fork from Brian? Or did you try to push him out of the way to get the fork before him? I'd be kind of interested to know that. Okay. Here's the next one. Do you think it's good to go?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, here's the next one. A cell phone charger is item number 2.
Can you picture all these children running around their house right now?
I love it. Yes. It's making me really happy. Oh, Selena, I got your picture with your fork. I feel like this might be causing chaos. Oh, are you serious?
Bree!
Oh my goodness. Bree, is that in your kitchen too? Man. Oh wait, that's the fork. Girl. I thought. Woo. These are really fun This is good.
Oh.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, you're getting quicker, and I think that's good. But I will say that Bree is the first text that I got for the cell phone charger as well. Okay. All right. Okay. You're probably out of breath or something. I should maybe. Brian's sending me stuff because he's trying to guess what I'm going to ask for. Okay. Hopefully you've caught your breath. Here is the third item. The third item is and it's almost unfair, but we'll go with it. The third item is a live animal.
Oh, I hope Ella wins.
I want to see a live animal, please.
Selena says she's out of breath.
No, not a fly swatter. What did they?
Is that Paul? Okay, but that's correct. That would be a live
Wait!
animal.
Oh my gosh! No! Wait a second! What's happening right now? Well,
Oh, yes.
the winner is Paula Goodhart. Paula Goodhart just sent me. Hold on, I kind of would like you to see it. I don't know if you just sent me the rear of a dog with a sliver of her face, and I'll take that because
Okay.
I think that's really, really swell. Oh, could you see it?
There you go. Paula.
That's really great. Okay,
Paula
Paula.
says she freaked my dog out by chasing her.
Okay, Paula got a point. Awesome. I know that one was kind of because not everybody has a live animal, and that's okay. Okay. Is my turtle, but I didn't see it. I want to see your turtle. I didn't even know you had a turtle. Wait, no, I might have.
It was right inside their old house.
Yeah, I think okay. Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind seeing your turtle anyway. Just whenever you get a chance. You don't have to do it now. Okay, next one. Here we go. Ella says, "I feel pressured." You should, because this is game night, and there's a lot of pressure. Here we go. The actual book. Bree Kratz with the Bible. Oh man! Oh, Carter.
Carter.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
man.
Look at his jammies. That
Oh,
deserves a point.
yeah. Carter gets a point. Thank you. Yep. Yeah, I think Carter's for the win on that one. Carter gets a point. Nice job, man. Okay. All right. Next is this one we might be here for a while, but we'll see. Okay, Brian just sent me. Here we go. The next one is, and I'm going to give you some time because I know that this might take a while. Here we go. A scrapbook or a photo album open to a picture of you.
Ah.
Okay. Lakeland's turtle.
Oh, I want to see that. Aw.
Wow. So a scrapbook or photo album open to a picture of you.
Live video ended.
What I did was Oh, winner, Brian Goodhart. Brian, are you the one in the sand or the one putting someone in the sand? Oh, Paula. Oh, I might, yeah. Guys, this is really great. Okay, Brian's putting the person into the sand. All right, Brian Goodhart picked up a point on that one. That was quick. That was quick. The next item is, and hey, somebody just said, or Ashley just said that the Instagram live video just had to like you could only get so much time on there, so we just refreshed it. So I don't know if you have to like join again or how that works, but just so you guys know. Here we go. Next one is, wait, we already did that. Oh, a Phillips screwdriver. A Phillips, it has to be a Phillips screwdriver. Paula Goodhart for the win. Paula Goodhart, nice job. Oh, Smiths.
Wait, I gotta see.
Look.
Aww.
Oh, guys. Okay, that was really, really close. Paula by a razor thin margin.
Great job, Becky and Lily.
Yeah, you guys
Really
did
great
really,
job.
really great. You guys did really, really great. Okay. I think this might, I can't remember if this is the last one or not. Here we go. Hopefully you caught your breath. And one slice of bread, but it can only be one. Like, I don't want to see the loaf. I want to see one slice of bread.
That's a loaf.
No.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Lily, it looks like it's all the kids holding this slice of bread. So all the Smith kids, way to get that slice of bread. Literally all of their hands are on this. I'll try to show it to you. Can you guys see this? Look at all of their hands, slice of bread. They did a really good job. Wait, can you guys see the Smiths? It's really wonderful. Okay. That is that one. Okay, we do have another one. And again, I can't remember if this is like the last one or not, but here we go. Anything with the St. Paul logo on it.
There's another one.
Oh. Anything with the St. Paul logo on it. Okay, Bree, I just got your text, which is literally Pastor John's himself wearing a shirt that has,
That's
that has,
good.
so that you guys can see this. Wait, can you see his logo on his shirt? Boom. There you go. In-house. That's not bad at all. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, Bree picked up a point on that one. Ooh, Paula has a mug. Nice. That was really clever. I don't know who. Hold on, I'm asking. So I'm not. I don't have this number on my phone. But they did. They were really clever. They're on YouTube with us right now, and they took a picture of the logo that's on YouTube and sent that. I thought that was really clever.
That's technically in their house.
It is. It is in the house. Oh, it's Ella! Oh my gosh. Nice job. That was really cool. Okay, the final one is boom. A stapler. Paula Goodhart. Paula, is that a... Oh, yeah, I can make it out now. Yeah, it's a stapler. Yes, Paula Goodhart, I got yours first. Point values that we have here. Bree has 3. Paula has 2.
Carter.
Yeah, Carter has 2. Brian Goodhart, Becky, Lily all have 1. So, Bree, gold medal. But can we just give it up for Paula and Carter? Also, silver medals. Really great. Really, really, really great jobs, everybody. Very, very wonderfully done. Wonderfully done. Okay. Hey, listen, if you did actually go and get a Bible, then great. Because I want to actually have some sort of time with you. Do it electronically, that's fine. But we're going to be in Psalm 46. So turn to Psalm 46, if you would. And I'll just give you some time to get there. Now, if you don't have it, that's okay. I'll put the passage up on the screen so that you can see it. But if you do, then by all means, go ahead and crack the book open so we can look at it together. All right. If I sit here, let me move over a little bit because I wanted them to be able to
see you.
maybe a little.
Can I see you on YouTube?
I think.
Okay. Then you're good on Instagram.
Okay. All right. So Psalm 46 is where we're at. And I just wanted to read this scripture to you. And again, it'll be on the screen if you don't have it in front of you, so that's no problem. So you can check it out here. But first of all, I think it's important to recognize that this is like written, literally says in scripture that it's written for the director of music of the sons of Korah, according to Alamoth. It's a song. And I think it's important to recognize that like what's written here is important enough to have the top dog music person that's kind of an interesting backstory to this. But let's read it. Here, Ashley, this said, oh, it just for 1 second it popped up and it said your connection is unstable. Oh, no. But I don't. Hey, if we do lose connection for some reason, shoot a text to my phone and I'll keep an eye on it over here and we'll try to fix it before we continue. because obviously you wouldn't be able to like comment if we lose connection. So, okay, here's Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar, kingdoms fall. He lifts his voice, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolations he has brought on the earth. He makes wars cease to the ends of the earth. He says, be still and know that I am God. The earth, the Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. And so on that passage, obviously, I mean, it seems like this is written in a time of turmoil in a lot of different ways. And if we look at the lives of the Israelites, I mean, what a mess, you know, like a lot of the time. I mean, they just go from just being lost for huge amount of time. I mean, like years and years, decades upon generations upon generations. You know, they're lost, or they're being a really long time. And so, paying attention to like the context in which this is written, I think is important. And I was thinking to myself, you know, that whole "be still and know that I am God," like that's something that you see on mugs and T-shirts and all that other stuff. Like it's all over the place. And I was thinking about what this made me think of was like, have you ever heard of, I don't know what class or if it's just like a saying or something, but have you ever heard of like reaction, right? So like if you're somebody who fights, the way that you react to things is you're hands-on, you're all in, you go right to the ground zero of what's happening, and you address it, right? That's your automatic reaction. And if your automatic reaction is flight, that means that you flee, you run away, you turn and go the other direction, you know, those types of things. So fight or flight is a type of reaction that, you know, people are placed into these different categories, and maybe it changes, you know, depending on the situation. And I was thinking about times in my life where I've had both of these reactions, right? And I can think of, for the fight reactions, I could think of beating up on another kid. And in 5th grade, guys, I was like huge. Like I was ginormous, like because I was this height by the time I was in 7th grade for sure. And so I was like the tallest kid in my school in 5th grade. And so my friend, his name was Jordan. He's a little guy who probably didn't like hit his growth spurt until about like 11th grade. So Jordan was like tinier, okay? But he was my best buddy. And this other kid at school was like beating him up outside at recess and just hammering on him. And I didn't understand. I don't even know what happened to lead up to this. I don't know what the situation was. But in that moment, I don't even know what came over me. They were on the ground, on the playground, and the mean guy was like on top of my friend, hitting him or something. And I went over to the kid that was beating on my friend, and I literally picked him up by his coat, like by the back of his coat, and I threw him, like I tossed him like this off my friend, because I was like just that much larger than all the kids in my class. And I was just my initial reaction. I saw what was happening. I walked over, I picked up this kid's coat, I tossed him like this. And he said like the meanest thing to me that you could possibly think of, but I didn't really care. But in that moment, that was my response. It was a fight response. And I can think of another moment in my life where I was living in the Netherlands for a brief time, and I was in a trolley thing that goes all throughout the city. And for whatever reason, I was walking through the city, and you never know when it's going to come. Like the tracks are like right in the middle of walkways. You don't know when it's going to come. But I was walking with my friend, and I don't know. I like turned around, and they're pretty quiet. The trains are pretty quiet. And I turned around, I see this like train coming, and I just automatically grabbed my friend. I grabbed her by like her arms and just like pulled her like this, and she hit up against a building, and I hit up against a building. And that was just in that moment. It was like that fight reaction. I don't even know what came over me, but I just grabbed her and got her out of the way. And then the third time I could think of, I was sitting at a Dairy Queen in Gettysburg. I think it was like right off 30, if that's still there, if I'm on the right road. And I was sitting at a Dairy Queen across from some friends, and I was the person who could like see out the window. They could just like, they were facing the inside of the restaurant. And so I was enjoying a vanilla cone. And as I was sitting there enjoying my vanilla cone, I saw this truck, like an SUV, drive over the parking lot, that big stone thing in a parking lot, and it like blocks your, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like at the front of your space. So I saw this truck drive over that thing, and then there was this huge ditch right on the other side of the parking lot, and the truck goes down into this ditch, and it stayed like this, right? It's like almost vertical. And I was like, oh my gosh, that truck's gonna flip, like for sure. And so I literally like, I don't even know what I did with my cone, my ice cream cone. I don't even remember to this day what I did with my ice cream cone. I probably just threw it or something. I don't know. And I didn't even say anything to my friends. I just ran out of the Dairy Queen, and I ran a child in a car seat, in the back seat. And so I opened the back seat, and I see the child there crying, and then I open the front door, and I see this woman in the front seat, and she looks really like, I don't know, just really like confused or like dazed. I don't know if she hit her head when this happened. I don't know what was happening. But I opened the door and I said, ma'am, we have to get you and your child out of this vehicle because I think it's going to flip. So you have to put it into park. If it's not already, put your e-brake on, and we have to get you out. And she's like, and I go around and I open the driver's side door, and I said, ma'am, you need to get out of the truck. Can you get out of the truck on your own? Can you just please hurry? And she's like, I can get out. I can't get. And then she said the name of the kid. I don't know what the name of the kid was. So I went back around to the kid, and guys, I don't know anything about children, number one. Number two, let alone car seats. Those are built for geniuses to figure out. Like, I could not figure out the stupid car seat. So I'm trying to figure it's wailing, like screaming, crying, and then vehicle to like take them, right? So they start to scream and stuff. And so I finally get the buckle undone, and I just lift this kid out. This kid's beating the crap out of me, this kid's probably, I don't know, 2 years old or something. And so I get the kid out. I take this kid over to the safety of the parking lot, and the woman comes around or whatever. And literally, guys, the truck is like this. Like, I don't know if you can see, like the truck is like just ever so slightly swaying, because I guess we took people out. Like, it was that crazy. And so we got them up to the parking lot, but literally I remember that. I cannot believe I did that. I can't believe that was my response, fight response. And then also I can think of these times in my life where flight has been my answer. I can think of a million times in my life where I would run up to my brother and like punch him or stamp on his foot and then turn around and run away. Like, it was like I would turn around and beat it out of there to run away from him, because I was not going to stay at all in that moment. I can also think of times, a million times in my life, where I'm petrified of people being sick, like getting sick, like stomach sick. I'm so scared of that. And I can think of a million times from elementary school, my whole life up through now, where like if I think somebody is going to get sick or like they're about to be sick or something, I will run away because I'm so scared of it. Flight is my automatic response to that. And I can think of another time specifically, and luckily, like ability to the most medical like adult leader that I have in youth ministries, but I can think of a time where I was playing dodgeball with students and this kid like slipped on the floor or something, I don't know, and he fell, and it was a hard floor, like a tile floor, and I saw this kid, like his eyes like kind of roll back in his head, you know. I ran as fast as I could, and I told, I'm with this kid, we have to help this kid, and I ran away. Like after I told all of these people what happened, and I said, you need to go address it. I can't take it. You need to go, and I ran away. It's so terrible. But like that's my automatic response. I can't even help it. That's my automatic. It's flight. But then I was thinking about this, and I was like, where we can label it to just be still. like why do you have to fight or flight? Like it seems like it's an or. Like you only have two options, you know. Like why can't we be still? Nobody ever really talks about that category. And so I was thinking about my own life and thinking about times where I chose that, where I chose to just be still. And I could think of a few, not nearly as many as I would have hoped. But I can think of one time in my own life personally, I had these lumps that were in my neck, and they grew to be fairly large, like I don't know, like that size, and they stuck out like in my neck and stuff. And I went to the doctor to see about them, and I remember, you know, they did some testing and that kind of thing. And you just had to wait for those results. And I know I'm not the only person. A bajillion people have to wait for those results. But I remember in that time was one of those times in my life where I was still. Where this Psalm 46 in verse 10, when it's just to be still and know that I'm God. You know, I thought, well, regardless of what these results of this test is, you're God. You know, like what is really what I think I chose to do. And it turns out like it was mono, right? So it was terrible lymph nodes swelling or something like that, it was mono. And I remember it took like forever to get the results and whatever. But I can just remember that time being a time where I can think of another time, multiple times actually, when I've been with people who are in their last moments of their life. And those are holy moments, you know, like I've been at the bedside of people in their final moments, you know, in this life, and either just holding their hand or again, just being at their bedside or something. And it's like consistent for me that in those times, it's just a be still and know that I am God. Like there's no fighting. There's no flight option really for me in those moments. Like you just have to be still and know that he's God. And I can think of one other example, and because my example is becoming a youth pastor, becoming a youth leader. And when I was offered a job to become a youth leader, I said, this is crazy. This is a crazy idea. And I literally said on the phone, I'm going to have to call you back. I got to think about this, because I had sworn to myself that I to use me in this capacity, you know. And I remember specifically when I hung up the phone and said that, you know, I just need some time to think about this. I walked, there was a meadow behind my house. And so I walked down to the meadow, and the Conachajig Creek runs back there. And I just remember rocks by the creek. And it was one of those moments, guys, where I was like, still, no fight, no flight. Like I hadn't committed or reacted in one of those ways. And I remember just saying to God, like, you're God in this. So if this is what you have, okay. But I'm just going to be still here for a while and just know who you are until you tell me what it is you want me to do. And almost 10 years, I think that it's important for us in you know, times of turmoil or tough times, for us to remember that fight or flight, it's not our only options. Like we can choose to be still, oh, that he's God, through all of this. And I don't know what that looks like for you, but take that time at some point, to be still and know that he's God. And throughout the week, again, kind of just plugging the things that we have offerings that we have for this week. Check out one of those Facebook Live things that's just like this message of hope. Like, be still after it. Like, listen to what they have to say and take some time to be still after that. I don't know. Or maybe it's till this is over. Take some time to just be still and know that he's God. I want to show you just like a 2-minute video in regards to this message. So you can check that out here in just a moment.
In the quiet silence, there is an eternal conversation between Creator and creation, but we can hardly hear. It's the violence of sound, the breakneck speed of things. Has noise become our only defense? But we are drawn by a whisper that we might hear and retune the senses as he waits. Wait for a response.
Yeah, so again, just to like end tonight, like I know that this is not the easiest message to hear when there's about 1,000 pieces of information that are changing every 2 seconds regarding what's happening around us, But like, if you can just take some time to be still, I really think that would be in all of our best interests. And I think I'm challenging myself to, as much as I'm challenging you to do that. So that's a message that I wanted to get across for tonight. And I wanted to talk, this is there's no segue. So I might as well there is no segue. Lesson's over. And now I'm going to talk about something completely different. Okay. So I have another project for you for this week. It is called Quarantine Bingo Challenge. Okay. This is the Quarantine Bingo Challenge. And here's what's going to happen. Here are the rules of play. Number 1. Here, wait, let me make sure you guys can see that. If you can't see this white box, what it says, that's all right. That's okay. Rules of play. So you have from 8 p.m. tonight until 8 p.m. next Sunday night to complete as many bingo spaces as you can on your bingo card. And I'll tell you just in a moment how you'll get those bingo cards. Number 2, for every space, you must send in a picture. Okay, so your pictures have to be sent to the email that you see in front of you, which is my email, youth.stpaulumc@gmail.com. So for your space to be counted, you have to send in a picture of you completing that space. Number 3, only horizontal, vertical, and diagonal bingos count. And number 4, the person with the most completed bingos by the end of next week wins a fabulous prize, which is TBD. But let me just tell you some of the things that are on these spaces. Are they able to see that? It's okay. If not, I'm going to read them. The spaces on there?
I don't think so.
Okay, it's no problem.
Oh, I can zoom in.
Oh, sweet. So what's going to happen is I'm going to put this bingo card out in an email. And I'm also going to put it out. I can send out some text messages if that's helpful with this as like just an image that you can pull up on your phone. And I'm also going to try to put it on our social media, the social media stuff that I already talked about. So you can have it accessible to you in all those different ways. And I'm going to include my email as well so that you know where to send your pictures. But let me just give you some examples of what I'm asking you to do this week. All right. So for example, send in a picture of the sunrise and sunset on the same day. Okay. Have a campfire, roast hot dogs, and make s'mores. Send in a picture. Send 5 people a real letter, like an actual letter or a postcard, and send in who you wrote to. Okay. Other ones are play frisbee golf, send in pictures of how you did. Like, so those are just examples. Take a picture of an animal and or animal tracks. There you go. So there's all these different spaces. And again, vertical, horizontal, and diagonal bingos are the only one that's going to count. And the student or person, doesn't matter, you don't have to be a student to play, but the person who has the most bingos by 8 p.m. next Sunday wins a fabulous prize, which again, I don't know what that's going to be, but it's going to be fabulous. So I'll put the bingo cards out for you to check out this week. And I really hope you guys do this. Yeah, I think it could be really fun. So we dug deep tonight. We did all of that. Well, actually, yeah, we went to God's word. We did off prayers and praise. Hey, Impact Neighbors, if you want to serve in your time at home, a way that you can do that is if you want to shoot me a text or an email or something and ask me for the name of a homebound member at church who could just use some encouragement, I'm going to give you their name, address, and phone number for you to either give them a call or to send them a card. That would be an awesome way for this church family to keep together during this time. So if you're willing to do that, shoot me a text or an email, and I'll make sure that you get that information. So that's a way to impact neighbors, even in the midst of what we're going through right now. Connect with believers and express Christ to non-believers. Guys, there's like a billion opportunities to do this online in a lot like less threatening of a way than doing it in person. So honestly, if you want to tell people about Jesus, like do it now. This is an awesome chance for you to like send a link to your friend or whatever, just to show them something. Remember that you're valuable and you're accepted and you're loved. I hope you know that. And we dug deep tonight. I want you to be built to last for things just like this because that's important. Don't forget to check out our Facebook Live tomorrow at 1 p.m., Wednesday at 11:30 a.m., Friday at 3 p.m. If you can't remember this, hopefully I sent you a document that had this information on it. And let me know if you didn't get that. I'll be sure to get it to you. And be on the lookout for some cool posts on our Instagram. That's at saint.paul.church. As well as, guys, I'm on TikTok. I don't even need to say anything else about that. And subscribe to our YouTube channel for those of you on Instagram who haven't already. And you can check out our service, which will be on that YouTube channel next Sunday at 9:45. And I think that's it. So our last thing at 8 o'clock on the dot, I'm picking the person who wins the free St. Paul t-shirt. The winner is, wait, I have to make sure I only have one. Lily!
Yeah!
Lily! Okay, Lily might be in bed by now. They all had their jammies on, so I don't know if she's in bed. But I hope a Smith is up. If not, I'll text you. But Lily has won a free St. Paul t-shirt. Guys, check out the social media stuff to see what next Sunday's youth group's going to look like. I'm so excited. This has been super fun. I hope it's been fun for you. And I'll talk to you guys throughout this week on one of our social media platforms.
TikTok.
Okay, I love you guys so much.
She's still up and she's pumped.
Oh,
yes!
perfect! Yay! Congratulations, Lily. All right, hey, I love you guys. If you guys need anything at all in the meantime, like shoot me a text. If you're like, if you're going crazy, just call. Like, let's talk, shall we? It's fine. So feel free to do that, and I'll see you guys next or time we do stuff like this or on media or something. All right. Bye. Love you. Bye. Bye. I ended the stream on YouTube. Bye.
Okay. Bye, Instagram friends.
Goodbye. Bye, everybody. Bye.
And okay. Very good.
Woohoo!